Hello, everybody. My name is Josh Rivera, and this is my final project for the Universal Design for Learning course, and I hope you enjoy. So, I teach an Introduction to Online Teaching course every spring term, and the goal of this course is to help students design and develop an online learning experience for students. Um, Specifically in this course, students are responsible at the very end of the course to develop an online learning module using the very popular Quality Matters standards. During the process, students author and curate their own learning materials. By authoring, students use tools such as Adobe Captivate, Camtasia, Storyline. Some other ones that students have used are SoftChalk. So students also curate their own learning materials by using resources such as YouTube, um, Khan Academy, Merlot, and in this process, students are learning about um, copyright laws and citing their sources um, appropriately. And next, students employ appropriate assessment strategies. So a lot of things we look at, especially in this course, are authentic assessment strategies. Speaking of my students, they are comprised of K through 12 teachers as well as professionals within the higher ed industry. So um, the course is taught completely online. We have 6 synchronous sessions. Everything else, well, 6 synchronous sessions throughout the semester. Otherwise, everything else is delivered asynchronously. And the course is comprised of about 20 to 25 students each semester. So that is the background of the course, and now we will get into some of the UDL criteria. So the first we'll look at it are multiple forms of representation. So in each module, I have weekly modules in this course, and each weekly module has at least one mini lecture. So to allow students multiple forms of representation, what I do with each mini lecture, these mini lectures are done similar to the way creating this. I use a screencasting tool, and I will then export the screencasting tool both as an .mov file that I will upload to our university's video hosting solution, which is Kaltura. And then I'll also export it as an MP3 file, excuse me, an MP4 file that students can listen to. I also give students the presentation slides as well as my notes within the note section of the presentation slides so that they can get the information through that means as well. And last but not least, I provide students all of the media in the PDF format that are included in the presentations, such as charts and graphs. Next, a principle we'll look at is multiple forms of engagement. So a couple of topics here. Student interest. To peak student interest, I'd like to give the students as much choice in the course as possible. One example would be allowing students to complete their final assignment either as an individual or they could also complete it with a partner. Again, the final project is a complete online learning module, and students can, if they are working individually, they are responsible for completing or designing and developing at least one online learning module. If there are more than, if there is a partner, then they have to have a minimum of 2 online learning modules. So again, I give them that option. To increase student efforts, I haven't done this yet, but I'm interested in a badging system where students are, again, I'm using Quality Matters in this course. And what I'd like to do is the course is set out where students are looking at an individual standard over the course of 1 or 2 weeks. So at the completion of that time, if students can demonstrate mastery in that standard, then I'd like to be able to give them a badge that says you are an expert in Standard 1, Student Introductions, or Standard 2, Learning Objectives. I think that that would has the potential of increasing student effort. Next, we'll look at student persistence, how to help students self-regulate in my course. What I do is I post assignments regularly in the announcements tab, as well as post checklists that help students track their own progress towards assignments and deadlines. And I find that to be very beneficial in helping students monitor their own progress in the course and persist within the course as well. So the next principle, UDL principle we'll look at is multiple forms of expression. Again, my students are responsible for designing and developing at least one complete online learning module. And again, they have the option, going back to the options, to do this in any platform they choose, whether that be in Google Sites. Another popular website authoring tool is Weebly or Wix. Some students have access to their own LMSs. So long as I have access to that LMS, I allow them to build within there as well. So again, more options, but again, they're responsible for designing and developing one complete online learning module at the end of the course. So in order to facilitate this, I provide them a detailed rubric at the very beginning of the course to establish the expectations. I also give them exemplars from previous students' work that really demonstrates exactly what we are looking for at the very end of the course. So again, I usually go through the rubric in comparison with the exemplar so that we can align what the rubric expectation is with what the delivery of that criteria of the rubric looks like. So last piece is students are required to create a reflection piece along with their online learning module at the very end of the course. And again, this is open for student option. They can either write the reflection, they could create a video presentation or an audio recording. So again, this is up to them. But again, a reflection piece that kind of answers the question, where are their strengths in this assignment? Maybe where did they find any weaknesses in this assignment? And also, what did they gain from this experience? So, and that's about it. So I just want to thank you for your time and having a great week with you all. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the school year. Thanks.